different ways you can use it and up your game in a big, big way. Okay. And if we're going to luxury marketing or luxury listings, having one of these videos you're going to use over and over again. It's something you're going to use for years. So when we talk about marketing, I was going to talk to you guys a little bit about video marketing, because this is actually pretty inexpensive and all of you could be doing this right now. Just about everything I'm talking about. It's really, really easy in this day and age. And I think it's crucial. Video marketing has become a crucial aspect of a real estate agent's business in just the past few years, especially if you throw in what, the pandemic and COVID did. People are just used to, not being face-to-face now. I mean, everybody uses Zoom now. Before, no one did, and everyone, everybody got on social media all of a sudden, even everybody's grandparents and like great uncles, like everybody jumped on social media because what else were we going to do? So never before has it been more lucrative to start using video. So it's real important we do that as real estate agents, and all the top agents do it. And it's extremely inexpensive as a result. That's the thing. And this is a very free thing. So I want to talk to you about all the different ways we're going to use video marketing. And I'm going to show you some of those ways in our business right now, and show you how the top agents are doing it. And I think I might surprise you with some new stuff in here as well too. So what I'd like to do is I got quite a few videos ready for you today. And I know this one's been asked a lot from you guys, so I want to make sure I do it. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is the most obvious, okay? The most obvious is a listing video, okay? Is how do we handle a listing video? So you got a listing. How are we going to create a video that best shows off the listing? And that sounds really easy, but it's not. I have a specific formula that you follow, okay? And it's like this: drone, agent, house, agent. That's the formula. Drone, agent, house, agent. And if you're worried about laws with drones, just seriously, like, log off. Drone, agent, house, agent. Okay? That's the formula. So I want it to be a drone video, always above. And then it goes right to you as the agent saying, hey, I'm Des. This is my listing. See how awesome it is for about 15, 20 seconds. And then they're going to show the house. And then it's back to Des signing off. Drone, agent, house, agent. Okay? Why? I want the drone in there at the beginning because the most visibility you're going to get from this video is on social media channels like Facebook and Instagram. And science has been proven. Trust me, I have tested these things till no limits with my agents. That when people see a video of a drone above a neighborhood in their newsfeed, they stop and they watch it. It's like crack to a crack addict. I don't know what it is about drone video. It's a view we don't usually see, and we stop. Especially if we recognize or we want to figure out where that is, or, I wonder where that is, or what's that? And then it pulls you right to the agent. So we see you for just a little bit, then we see the house, because we got to brand you, right, Luke? We got to brand you. We want them to see you. This is your video. This is you showing people how great of a job you do marketing homes for sale. So they may see a cool video, but we got to have them know it's you. Okay? So then it's a little bit of you talking about it in the best part of the house, whether it's the beautiful pool in the backyard, the awesome kitchen, the big master bath, or whatever. That's what's around you, the best part of the freaking house. Maybe the front door, and you're going to come in and take a look if that's cool looking, whatever. Okay? Then we're going to go through the house like we normally would on a video. And then we're going to wrap it up. Hey, thanks, blah, 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 blah. Here's how you contact me. Click on that, subscribe, whatever. We're out. Okay? So we're going to take this video, and as we've talked about before, we're going to put it on our YouTube channel, and it's going to sit there and be housed there so that we can share it with people as a link very easily. We can even put it in our MLS listings as additional media for people to view. We can email it to people so we don't have to like email this huge MP4 file everywhere that's just bulky and terrible. We can just send that link to people. We can even put it as our email signature for a while if it's our only listing. We can give it to our sellers to create as their email signature for a while if it's their only listing. We can have them share it on Facebook that way with their friends. So all the people in their SOI see your mug on there, and you get some branding with all of their friends and family and people they know. Make sense? It has to be on YouTube, guys, because if it's on YouTube, we can move it around easy. Give it to people easy as a link. That's why we talked about YouTube for so long before, is because that's how we move videos around, right? Otherwise, you just send this huge, like, I don't know how many kilobyte, mega, whatever file, MP4 files that are just bulky. You got to have it be a link at some point. Okay. Now, we don't want to use the link from YouTube on Facebook. We have to put the MP4 file on Facebook by itself. Everybody know why? Because we want it to play as we scroll down Facebook and Instagram. See, Facebook does not own YouTube. Facebook hates Google. Google owns YouTube. If you put a YouTube video on Facebook, it's just going to sit there as a stagnant image. And then if someone clicks on it, they're going to leave Facebook, go to the Googles, and go to YouTube. Facebook does not like that. So they make it look really crappy so you don't use it. But if you take an MP4 file, your video, and upload it directly to Facebook, which is super freaking easy, it'll just start playing beautifully for you. And it'll be crystal clear image. It'll be 4K. It'll be beautiful. If you shoot in 4K, you'll get 4K on Facebook. Facebook's that good. So you got to put that MP4 up there. That way it just starts playing. If it just starts playing, the drone works its magic, and the people, the crack addicts, start going, I want that crack. Give me that crack. And they just jump and they stop and they look, and pretty soon they see you. And they think you're the best because you gave them crack. Just a taste. Just a taste. Makes sense? Okay. So let me show you. So that's the idea behind it. So we upload those directly and we use that formula. Okay. So I'm going to show you what one of these things looks like. All right. Here's one of those videos now. So here's your drone.
This home is located in Northwest.
Drone. There's my wife.
We're tucked back here in
so agent.
And this home boasts 4 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms.
You can throw the graphics in there if you want to be awesome. Don't need to.
The is located downstairs, and there's 2 living rooms, formal and living with a fireplace, and a formal dining room.
Then we start going through the house. It's kind of cool when they speed it up and slow it down like that with that time-lapse video. They'll go slow and they'll speed through the hallways, that kind of thing. Okay, I'll stop it there. I think you get the. She comes on at the end. Did you guys see all that? So that's the idea about it, okay? I'll show you another one too that I think you'll think is kind of cool. This is like how it shows up in a Facebook feed here. Same deal, drone. Give it some sound. Some drone. Look at that farmland here. A little bit more dramatic music.
I'm not seeing anything.
Cool drone.
Oh, okay. I'm Landon Wood out here at our newest listing at 15.
Tight shirts help. Firm physique.
Missouri. This all-brick ranch features 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, and a 30 by 50 outbuilding. Let's check it out. Upon entering the home, the first thing you'll
And now he's in. So agent, drone, house. Okay. Everybody see that?
The quartz countertops.
Agent, drone, house. Or sorry, drone, agent,
I was
house.
gonna say.
Excuse me, drone, agent, house. Whoops, my bad. You get that idea there. Okay. And now we can put that anywhere. We can put it on Facebook. You can see how it just plays. So if you'll scroll down, it'll just start playing. And all of a sudden people, if they happen to have their volume on, that's what they hear. It just starts taking over their sound. Same thing happens in Instagram because Instagram's owned by Facebook. We've covered all that. Make sense? So that's the one thing I would do. That's probably the only thing we're going to really talk about that costs money, is getting a decent videographer to do that for you is fine. Having that drone video is pretty cool because it's your listing. You want to get more listings. You want to market it. I strongly, strongly recommend doing it. You can get lenders and other vendors and home warranty people to co-sponsor those listings, and they can be in them and they can put their watermark on them and things like that. And they get lots of marketing as well too to kind of cut that cost down if you're brand new. Okay. But again, we follow that formula. Start with that drone, go to the agent, then go to the house. Okay. And you'll see, if you actually look at Facebook analytics and things, you'll start to see people click off through the house. They want to see the drone and they want to see you. They get bored of the house. You think you're hiding the house. They don't want to see the house. People go on to Facebook because they want to look at faces, people. They want to see you. Make sense? They want to see you. So make sure on Facebook to always show you. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a question? So on the video with the drone, to protect the address, that is left out, right? And then, but it's your contact information that is given, not the house information.
You can do whatever you want there. If you want to put the address and everything, I mean, it's listed for sale publicly everywhere. It's in multiple listing services, and it's typically syndicated over thousands of websites. So anybody that doesn't want the address known, it's kind of tough to market that home for sale. You know what I mean? In fact, I mean, I would put it like we talked about this in YouTube in my session on YouTube. I mean, I would title it on YouTube with the name, the address of the house, right? And the neighborhood name, right? So it's 1234 Main Street, Sunnyvale, or whatever that, Suncrest Court or Suncrest Homes or, Summerfield Estates or whatever that neighborhood is. That way, when people are searching for homes for sale in that neighborhood, that YouTube video comes up on Google, because remember, YouTube's owned by Google. It will come up. So title that video with the address of the home, and of course, also the hyper local neighborhood name you're trying to draw SEO for. Make sense? This is why it's so important to attend all these guys, because they all kind of tie together, all of it. It's hard to pick up one and not pick up the other, because it all does get kind of, online marketing is very interwoven. Makes sense, but it's fun as heck, and it's not that expensive. Be thankful you're not all running ads in the newspaper and magazines. I'm dating myself, but that was my life. And holy moly, is that expensive compared to anything we're talking about now. Walter knows. Walter's looking at me like, oh yeah, that was brutal, man. I mean, it was so nice to get away from that junk. So that's funny. Okay. So with everybody get that on marketing listings? Okay, cool. Now I'm going to show you something else here. The different ways that we can market with video are all over the map. Okay, they're all over the map. So I want to show you a few of these. So I'm going to show you here, I'm going to use this one team here as an example. Whoops, we're jumping all over the place. And they have a web page called Connecting Smithville. It's a Facebook page. It's a Facebook business page, because they farm the entire city of Smithville, which I think is like 20,000 people. And what they do is they do agent spotlights. They go around each week and create a new video promoting local businesses in their town, right? And here's one of the Cornerstone Coffee Shop, right? So they go interview it. They almost create a commercial for them, right? So now that coffee shop loves them. The owners are going to use it. They're going to put their sign up and they're going to support them. And you could do that in your farm. Like if you're farming a neighborhood, you just go to all the businesses around that neighborhood that are tied in there. Here's another one. Here's a Smithville bike co-op where you can apparently, borrow bikes or sell bikes. I don't know what the heck that is. I'm sure if I watched the video, I'd figure it out. I've got the volume turned off here, but they're promoting that. Here's a different restaurant, A Meal That Counts. They do a promotional video for that. They jump all over the place. And you can see this is the town of Smithville. This looks like the local high school. And they've started this Facebook page Connecting Smithville. And I think we talked about this on our Facebook module about how you could farm by creating Facebook pages for that farm. And in this case, they went after the entire town, which is pretty crazy, So then they go through here and they basically are always creating, here is their, look at their client event. This is the biggest client event you'll ever see, by the way. This literally had, I think it's something like 3,500 people. They blocked off their entire downtown and had all these bands playing and all the different businesses supporting it. I've never seen a client event like this in my whole life. They call it Festiville or something like that. They all these different games and all these different drone videos, and they're going to show their client events in video as well too, which you could be doing. That should be something you use video to promote all of your client events, your hyper local communities. And it goes on, and they feature it on their Facebook page. And here they are. They're just talking about different things as you scroll through. Here's their team. They're showing all the way through. They're promoting the Smithville. Here we're doing an interview with apparently the chairman of the local Parks and Recreations Department for that area. Just interviewing people, interviewing businesses. Here's a boutique, and the agent's just kind of promoting and giving back in their community. They're doing, the local high school, they're promoting that as well too. So they're using video in just an outrageous way to establish themselves with their farm, with their city, with their SOI, since they're all interwoven, right? We've got the agents that do like do-it-yourself tips every single week. And again, that you see those videos on Instagram and Facebook, or maybe even embedded in emails to their SOI every single week. Market stats, where you're talking about what's happening in the market. I wouldn't do that every week. That'll start to bore people, but maybe once a month or once a quarter, you're talking about how housing inventory and housing prices are going up in a specific neighborhood or city. Like I showed you, client events, video of your client event to promote your upcoming client event and thank people for coming to their client event. So marketing your client events a lot is very, very powerful. Real estate educational videos, like interviewing mortgage brokers, interviewing appraisers, interviewing, different people in the home buying process or in your local city government, about new housing construction starts, talking to someone at the planning commission, things like that. Very, very popular, believe it or not. And your vendors love it, and they tend to support you and give you money for marketing when you promote them that way. So that one actually works both ways. Remember, we're always trying to market to our people in our sphere of influence a certain amount of times over the course of a year. We're looking for content to give them, so we're not always asking things from them. Right? So it's just getting your mug in front of them. It doesn't have to make them want to buy a house. The whole idea is over time, that consistency. You know what I mean? And you're showing off how tech savvy you are. You're showing off how you can market yourself and therefore market their home. You're staying first of mind with them. So you're trying to just rotate and look for any content you can that's not harmful, offensive, or asking too much. We're trying to show as if we're coming from contribution, right? Featuring local businesses is very powerful, and everyone loves that. Everyone loves that, because now if anybody searches that business online, I bet you your video comes up first, and hopefully you're in it. Hopefully your watermark's on it. Hopefully it shows a lot. So when people look for that business online, you show up first, right? And same with the farms. Like I said, if you're marketing to a geographic farm, when people look for that neighborhood, look for homes for sale in that neighborhood, your video is going to show up first. Because if it's hyper local, there won't be that much competition on Facebook and Google. There just won't be. Now, if you look for your whole city of Los Angeles, for example, you're going to be a lot of competition. You're not going to show up. But if you go into like Summerfield Estates, where there's only 300 homes, you're probably the only thing that's going to come up, right? So make sure everything you have is labeled as such, so you do come up, titled as such, right? Another good one is client testimonials, right? We could use those everywhere. Those are great on social media. They're great on your website. They're great in pre-listing videos. They're great to make people feel comfortable about you, okay? So always getting a few client testimonials is a great thing for a video as well too. Really, really helps with your video marketing. Speaking of pre-listing videos, I've got some good ones to show you. Okay, I've got some good ones. And I'm going to give you some stuff. I'm going to give you some scripts. So if you want to shoot a pre-listing video or a pre-buyer consultation video, I'm going to give you some scripts that you can use, and you can copy and tweak and make your own. So it's really easy to shoot one. Does that sound good? So some of the videos I'm going to show you right now, you're going to use. And what this is simple. If you have a listing appointment or any appointment where you're going over to look at a home, even if they don't want to, they don't think you're going to list with them yet, and they're just thinking about selling sometime in the next year, but you thought you'd get in there early to give them advice as to what it might sell for right now, what it might sell for later, and tell them what they need to do to their home to get it ready for sale. That's a listing appointment, right? So we want to give them a pre-listing video. Or it might be we know they want to sell their home and they're interviewing a bunch of agents, and you got to get in there to try to give your pitch. You send a pre-listing video ahead of time. See, back in the day, we used to send a pre-listing packet, which we'd put a packet on the front door. It was paper. You can still do that. It's not bad. But if you do that, you don't want to risk looking too old school. So I would also send it as a PDF packet in an email too, just in case. And always send a pre-listing video. That's the most important. Okay? Because you're trying to set yourself apart, right? You're trying to set yourself apart. And if you want to make it yourself look like an expert, and you want them to not negotiate your commission and not ask you what you're going to do for your commission and not in any way doubt your value, start showing your value, evidence it. Don't talk about it, show it. And the way you do it is you show you can do great marketing videos ahead of time. Especially, I mean, if you're going to interview and 3 other agents are going to interview them, I almost guarantee you, you'll be the only one that does a pre-listing video ahead of time. Make sense? And that's going to make you look a little better. And it's going to show you're tech savvy. You know how to work with video. It's very easy for you. And guess what? You're going to build a little bit of a relationship for you because they're going to see you. Like, I haven't met many of you in person, but you feel like you know me because you've seen me and heard me talk a lot, right? The same thing is going to happen in a little 60-second pre-listing video. They're going to see you. They're going to hear you talk. They're going to hear your voice. So your relationship's going to move just a little bit further. You see what I'm saying? So when they meet with you in person, it's almost like a second appointment and they feel like they can sign with you. You know what I mean? All of that, oh, wow, his voice is not what I expected. All that's out of the way. But when someone comes in for the first time and they haven't seen you or talked to you or heard your voice, there's a little bit of them getting used to that. And they're not settled with you yet. So if you can establish and grow that relationship a little bit advanced in video before you show up, it goes a real long way. A real long way. Okay. So this has been proven too. So we always want to send a pre-listing video in advance of our listing appointment. And let's take a look at what some of these pre-listing videos look like here. Okay. So the first one I'm going to show you is, ready? So she's advertising her team. Again, she's not going to say a lot here. It's just showing she's tech savvy. This is an old one.
Hi, thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. My name is Robin Graham, and I'm the proud owner of Robin Graham & Associates. I understand that you have many options when it comes to
It's my internet.
So I'd like to take the time to share a little bit about why our team is the right choice for you when it comes to buying, selling, or investing in your next home. We believe that professional customer service to help you understand and feel at ease about the entire process is simply a minimum standard. When working with us,
So you're going to put some of your best listings out there.
we're listening to your wants, needs, and timeline. We then find, innovate, and tailor solutions to get you where you want to go. Our timeline is your timeline.
See how she's saying nothing? Like she's saying absolutely nothing.
Always go above and beyond, and the proof is in our reputation. We consistently hold the reputation as leaders in the luxury market for the most homes sold.
Now she said something.
In addition, all of our associates are in the top 3% of all realtors in Kings and Tulare County. Don't take my word for it. I'd like to invite you to listen to some of our clients' experiences when they chose to partner with us to accomplish their real estate goals.
Now she's going to weave in those client testimonials.
I think the positive experience that you get from them is because they're a team.
Notice how she picks an older group here
Specialties.
to appeal to, you're going to see some different demographics.
What they're doing to help you along in the process.
She looks kind of young. Her team might be young. This shows she can represent an older demographic.
They sold our home and then they found us this home by selling.
Our overall experience with Robin Graham.
Drop a little lower demographic, lower age group,
Robin
kind of in the middle.
laid everything out on the table for us, gave us what our options were, but ultimately left it up to us which way we wanted to go. So we were one of her more longevity customers, I guess, because we had specific things we had in mind. So then she has developed a great team. We have people that come out that show you that.
Having them sell the rest of the team so that they don't get mad when she passes them off to different people to represent them.
And then she has even other people that
Actually playing them off as a benefit.
that remind us of things, that just help us so that it's very smooth process. So I really appreciated that from her.
I mean, we just can't say enough about Robin Graham & Associates. They're top notch, and we would tell anybody that, and we're 100% sincere in saying it.
Give us a call today, even if you're simply considering the idea of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. The sooner we can meet, the easier the process will be for you. Thank you, and I look forward to being your
All
real
right.
estate expert.
So I think we got it there. You guys get the idea though. So what we're doing is you can kind of see how if you're up in a listing and you show up against her and she's already got that one in front of you, you're kind of showing up to a gunfight with a knife. You see what I'm saying? She comes across so much more professional. And all you have to do is maybe spend $500 to $1,000 once, and you can use that over and over again. I mean, you know that video is at least, 4 or 5 years old because that's her old last name. She's getting mileage out of that forever. That makes sense? So, lots of mileage out of that. So you can use it. There's hundreds of homes a year that's been used on, since that time. But that's, so you spend that once. Now that's her intro video on her Facebook page for her business. That's her intro video on YouTube. You put that on your website and you're going to send it in your pre-listing videos. And all she's saying in there, she said she's number one in homes sold and that kind of stuff. And that's powerful, I suppose. However, all she's saying is we provide you the highest customer service. We're going to get the best price for your home, and just showing all her value. So it's less likely I'm going to be negotiating commissions with this one, right? This is like going to Nordstrom's and saying, hey, can you cut me a deal on this? Like it's the flea market. You know what I'm saying? It's different. So if you come with that value, you're going to decrease the likelihood that they're going to hassle you on commissions. But if you come with nothing, no listing packet, no pre-listing video, you're kind of the flea market. You see what I'm saying? And they might have a greater likelihood of trying to negotiate commissions with you or terms or anything. So show your Nordstroms, show your Tiffany's, you know what I'm saying? So bring that higher level. Okay, let me show you another one. I'm going to show you a few here. I think is this good? You like this? Yes. Yes. All right. So let me show you this one. Can y'all see that? Solo agent, beautiful area, Dana Point.
I'm a wife and mom of a family of 4 in Dana Point, California. My husband owns a business in Lake Forest. We have 2 amazing children and 3 very active dogs.
I'm accountable. I have a family here. I'm not going to steal your EMD deposit.
Southern Orange County.
I'm local.
The secret to my success is really very simple. I pledge to my clients that no one will work harder to sell their home. I work to ensure that my clients get the highest price possible for their homes.
Customer service, highest price.
The most effective marketing techniques.
Most effective marketing.
Photography and video, and maximum online exposure.
She's showing she can market that community like crazy. It's beautiful.
Service and communication to my clients. This is why I prefer to run my business by word of mouth. But don't take it from me. Here's what some of my clients have to say.
I've had several homes, 5 exactly, and the communication of Brooke and her company, Brooke especially, on what she let me know was going on a daily basis. I didn't feel the need to give her a phone call. It was always Brooke calling me as opposed to me calling Brooke to find out what was going on. I would definitely refer Brooke because of her amazing customer service and her excellent communication skills. So I referred Brooke to my family and friends because she was able to sell their houses very quickly. She provided fantastic marketing materials and got the highest price.
Thank you. I look forward to meeting you and exceeding your expectations.
Pans out. Everyone loves that drone. See, I think that's an amazing one as tell. So it's a solo agent, real simple. She sticks to the criteria there. I'm going to give you both the scripts, her script, my wife's script in the first video as well too, and a couple others that I'm going to show you as well. Whoops. And I'm going to give you all those so that you can actually keep those scripts and use them and tweak them any way you want to yourself. They're very generic and they're very similar. Highest price, best customer service, highest level of marketing activities possible. It's those 3 things that everyone's hitting that I'm going to talk about today. Best customer service, testimonials really spruce that up. Highest price we're going to get for your house, And lastly, the highest level of marketing possible for your house. Those are the three things that we want to put in every single pre-listing video. And remember, we use that pre-listing video for so many different things, okay? For so many different things. All right, let's show you another quick one here. This one's a little bit more elegant because that is just what she does, man. This is the famous Jillian Boss.
Hi, this is Jillian Boss with the Jillian Boss team at Keller Williams Realty. Choosing a realtor to represent you in the sale of your home is an important decision. Our mission is to earn you the most money for your home in a timely manner while providing a stress-free and enjoyable experience. Whether it be a $100,000 home or a $2 million home, we market your property to an extent unmatched by anyone else. Here are some of the things we do to achieve that. In order to give your home the recognition it deserves, I've developed a 17-point marketing strategy that we implement on every property we list and sell. I'm excited to share this with you. It includes professional photography, the most attractive signage, exclusive property websites, and so much more. When you decide to sell with the Jillian Boss team, you get our proven marketing strategy and the support and expertise of my real estate team. These are people I really enjoy working with, and I know you will too. This is how we've successfully sold the most homes over $1 million in Tulare County year over year, and earned a spot as a finalist in Realtor Magazine's 30 Under 30. Thank you. We look forward to meeting you and exceeding your expectations.
Again, should sound pretty similar. Highest amount of customer service possible, least amount of hassle, highest price possible, et cetera, okay? Now, I'm gonna switch gears. Let me show you one more. This is another short one. Again, I have that last script for you as well too. Every one of these is transcribed for you, okay? Every one. So here comes another one. This is a short 1 minute. I like this one because it's only 1 minute. I like them shorter. Shorter is better. Another drone.
Buyer, and I'm one of the top real estate agents in all of Kansas City. If you're considering selling your home, make me your first call. Ultimately, we'll work with you to save you money up front by helping you determine what improvements or repairs are really necessary. My clients find that they have to do very little in order to get their home ready to sell at a great price. At our initial meeting, we will take a quick tour of your home, and don't worry, it doesn't need to be show ready, and we'll discuss any updates or repairs that you have made since your purchase. After our meeting, I'll be able to put together a price opinion for you, which will show you the current comps, showing activity in your area, and I'll also prepare a seller estimate sheet so you know exactly how much money to anticipate at closing. We'll go over the benefits of using my team to get your home market ready, like staging and professional photography, and discuss some marketing strategies. Each seller's individual goals may vary, but our resources allow us to sell your home fast for the highest price with the least amount of hassle.
Sound familiar? Same line.
I look forward to meeting with you and helping you sell your home.
Again, nothing special, no special verbiage here, just pretty much highest price, least amount of time, least amount of hassle, really simple, okay? All right, so that kind of gives you an idea. They're very similar there. It's a lot of agent, a lot of house, real short, keep it a minute and a half at most, and that's hard to do. Now, I want to switch gears because we should be doing the same thing with a buyer consultation, okay? Same exact thing with the buyer consultation. All right. So if we're going to meet with a buyer and we've got a buyer consultation coming into the office, this is going to show them that you expect to work with them. Okay. So if, and that's what's really important here is if we're trying to get them to sign an exclusive buyer agency agreement or meet with your lender and get pre-qualified and then have them loyal to us, it's very important that we put them through a professional process. So sending them a pre-buyer consultation video helps grow that relationship ahead of time and sets the expectation that you're a professional agent, and then you won't be wasting your time with just anyone. Okay. So let me give you an idea of, I'll show you Danny's again here. Here is what her pre-buyer consultation video looks like. All right, let me get this bigger and hit play.
Hi, I'm Sarah Montgomery, lead buyer specialist with Danny Buyer Real Estate. If you're ready to buy your first home or your fifth, we are excited and ready to work with you. As a top producing team with over 42 years combined real estate experience, we are pros at navigating a wide range of situations, which results in a smooth process for our buyers. First, we'll meet to go over the home buying process and make sure we know exactly what you're looking for in a new home. We can also help with your loan pre-approval to ensure that we view homes that fit into your dream list and budget. Next, we'll set up a personalized home search so you have access to the best homes and only the ones that fit your wants and needs. With your new eAlert search in place, you'll see the homes as soon as they hit the market at the same time that the agents do. Now we're ready to go see those homes in person. After finding your dream home, we'll put together a strong offer, help schedule inspections, and get you.
See how she lays out the process? You're going to meet with me first, then we're going to keep looking until we find a home. You're not going to use me just to look at one house and then maybe pick another agent. Here's what we're going to do.
At Danny Buyer,
this is what we're going to do.
Our buyers aren't a number or statistic because we establish relationships that last longer than the purchase. We want to be your real estate connection for life. So anytime you need a referral for anything home related, from plumbers to landscapers, you can count on us for quality recommendations. We are always looking for ways to say thank you to our clients and stay in touch. From our annual Suites with Santa event to taking past clients out to a Royals game, we love keeping those connections. Thank you for choosing us to help find you the house that you can call home.
All right. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea here of how this looks and different ways you can use it and up your game in a big, big way. Okay. And if we're going to luxury marketing or luxury listings, having one of these videos, you're going to use over and over again. So for $500 or $1,000, $1,500 if you go super high end, it's something you're going to use for years. I mean, half those videos are 5 to 6 years old that I showed you, and those agents are still using them. Okay. So it's an investment I strongly advise making. Then make it part of your process. It's part of your lead follow-up process, right? When we start moving in with a listing, they get that video in advance, right? And you're going to see when that happens, when they look at that video, and especially if you send your pre-listing packet as a PDF, which is like your listing presentation packet. It's the same thing, except you just send it ahead of time. Then it's a pre-listing presentation packet. You send that PDF with the video, they watch the video and they don't read the packet. They may just quickly scroll through it. Then you know what happens in that listing consultation? It's like, so, I mean, you got the packet and you watch the video. Do you have any more questions about me, or should we just start talking about what we think we can get for your home when we sell it by way of price? 99% of the time they say, let's talk about the home's price. We're good with you. Because they feel like they've done their due diligence. They see you're impressive. They've never had that happen before, all that stuff. They know you're next level. That's it. So do that. Make your life really easy. Play real estate downhill. Don't run uphill. That's harder. Does that make sense? So get those pre-listing packets, right? Make sure your listing videos evidence it too, so you get more listing and buyer consultation appointments set up, and always be evidencing with all the different types of agent marketing video through all the channels we've talked about, right? We've talked about YouTube, we've talked about Facebook, Instagram, your website, all the different places where we can put video. It starts with the video, right? You know, we've talked about even blogging, how it starts on your website, on your blog, and how you can then put that blog everywhere and you can sprawl out. The main vehicle that we use to sprawl out through that spider web to all these social media channels and digital online platforms is video, because that's the one that puts you out in front of everybody. So we got to get good at video. Okay. Now, those are professional videos. Those are the only areas I really expect you to use professional video. Also, understand that we've talked about, you know, in a lot of our different sessions about just using handheld video. right? We've talked about that when we talked about Facebook and Instagram, how Facebook Live, just use your phone. I mean, nowadays, mobile phones are like 4K quality awesomeness. So a lot of video, you could just use your phone. For these videos that we're going to use over and over again, though, I recommend, getting a few graphics and then having them professionally edited, because you're going to use them for years and years and years, right? Over and over again. Listing videos too, they expect that. However, when it comes to you staying in front of your people on social media on the normal, shooting Facebook Lives and quick videos just off your phone and putting them up on social media, very, very powerful, it really creates a nice personal connection. It's kind of casual, which people appreciate as well too. Whereas videographer created videos seems a little bit more marketing or advertisement, as opposed to a personal conversation between you and them off a mobile phone video. So those work as well too. We've just covered those in our other sessions. So I really wanted to talk about those professional videos that we do here. Does that make sense to everybody?